Hi everyone, this is Anthony Peake and we are at the Mind Body Spirit show in Brighton. So Anthony, I know you've got a workshop in a moment and I'm a big fan of your work and I'm just really interested in what you're going to be focused on today.
Yeah, absolutely. Today I'm really excited because it's a beautiful day here in Brighton anyway, and it's quite close to where I live. But the reason I'm here today is to give a talk on my new book, The Infinite Minefield. And in The Infinite Minefield I discuss the search for the infinite inside. In other words, I look at the brain itself, how the brain functions, the neurology of the brain, and focusing particularly on the pineal gland, and whether the pineal gland is in fact a portal to alternate realities. And I was fascinated to discover from my research that the pineal gland and beliefs in the pineal gland go right back to ancient Sumer, carries on through the Silk Road, right out to China, into Taoism and various other belief systems. But on top of that, it then filters back into Egypt. For instance, one of the things that really intrigued me was that the word pyramid means pyramidos, which means fire in the middle. So here we suddenly have pineal symbolism there. Also the word netar, which is the word for God, also has symbolism within the pineal gland as well and within sacred geometry. But what I'm also interested in is the pineal gland and how it functions in terms of the neurochemical structures inside. And there has recently been a research done by a lady called Jimo Borigin, who is a professor at the university, I think it's Minnesota. And they have recently discovered the substance known as dimethyltryptamine inside the pineal gland of live rats. Now, the reason that they do work with live rats is because the neurological structures of a rat and the human brain are very, very similar, which probably explains a lot of reasoning with human behavior, but that's an aside. So what we have here is evidence that actually dimethyltryptamine is generated by the human brain itself. Now, dimethyltryptamine, for anybody who actually doesn't know what it is probably one of the most powerful hallucinogenic drugs known to man, and it is one of the major constituents of ayahuasca, which is actually taken by the shamans and various other people down in Latin America. Now, it has been discovered in human blood, it has been discovered in the gut, and it's been discovered in the fluid within the spinal cord. It's also been found in dead brains, but it's never been until now found functioning in a live brain. Now, if this is the case, this means that dimethyltryptamine is natural. Not only is it natural, but it is, as Rick Strassman once suggested, actually the modulator of the reality that we perceive. Now, this has huge implications for the understanding of how human consciousness works, because I believe that consciousness itself is an electromagnetic field that actually surrounds the neurons of the brain. In other words, the neuronal activity is not within the neurons itself, but it's within the electromagnetic field that is generated by the electric action of the action potential within neurons of the brain. Now, if this is the case, it means that consciousness is external to physical reality and exists within a field around the brain. This is fascinating stuff, and I can't claim originality on this because a lot of this work has been done by a guy called Professor John Joe McFadden, who's the Professor of Microbiology at the University of Surrey. But this is exciting stuff, and for the first time I have the opportunity today to present a lot of this information to a new audience. Hi, I'm Anthony Peake and we are Love TV.